Hey guys, so I just wanted to give you a quick update about where things stand. I guess I'm really confused at like 8 days post-op from having a brachioplasty, a mastopexy, so that's the bat wing removal and a breast lift. I had a tummy tuck and all the extra skin removed on my stomach, and I had lipo done on my thighs. So I'm just kind of in an awkward stage with this. I'm currently working from home. I had to start back working from home on, I guess, yesterday. It's the only way my job would let me take time off for the surgery. They let me take a week of sick time. I had to save my sick time for a year to be able to use that. And then I had to work from home for the next 2 weeks. So I wanted to show you the compression garments because that actually feeds into how I'm working from home. So we have this, I think they call it a binder kind of thing, but it's really tight. You have to keep it over like your, I guess, your hips and your abdomen to reduce swelling, to keep the swelling from going into your butt and your thighs. I guess that would be a bad thing, I'm not sure. But because it's so tight, I can't sit up. So I'm working lying down in my recliner with my laptop on my lap. It's working out pretty well. But I just wanted to give you guys some updates on some challenges I've been having, just so you're aware of it when you go through this process, that it could happen to you. Horrible memory loss. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of scary too. Evidently, I had sent out some post-op photos of myself to people that I never in my life would have normally sent them to. I knew I was going to share them on the chat board with you guys or on the Facebook page with you guys, and there were a few people I was going to share them with, but I even shared them with people that I never in my life would want to see me that way. Thankfully, I had strategically placed smiley faces over nipples and my crotch and stuff, so they didn't see all the goodies. But when you're under the, I guess, the influence of anesthesia and pain meds, you may want to have somebody watching you to make sure that you're not texting or sending out things that you probably wouldn't when you're using your good judgment. And my memory is just shot. Like, there are so many things that happened I didn't remember. There were issues, or not issues, but some major pain that I had from lipo, shooting pains in my back that I didn't remember, which I'm glad I didn't remember, but my family reminded me about it after I had talked to some people about, oh, lipo wasn't that bad. It wasn't the end of the world, but it definitely felt, I had stabbing pains in my back from it and stuff. Evidently the doctor or the surgeon had done some behind my shoulder, where my arm meets my back. But, and I've been forgetting instructions given to me on how to do things for my post-op care. I'm forgetting conversations that I've had with people. So just keep in mind that I think these are pretty common things that can happen from anesthesia and pain meds. I've just never had it affect me this much, so it's been a little frustrating and concerning. And then other effects from, I'm assuming, from anesthesia and pain meds is I'm getting like cold night sweats. I don't know if it's from the compression garments, which I'll get into that in a minute, or if it's the medication, or a little bit of both. See, I just forgot what I was saying. It's that whole medication thing, and I'm online working. That's scary. Oh, the night sweats. So I'm getting cold sweats. This dog always barks. And I'm real weepy and just all over the place emotionally, and just a little frustrated with myself. So, but the night sweats are keeping me up. I have not slept in 2 nights. I think I slept the night before last less than 4 hours, and last night I slept even less than that. And that's contributing to me being emotionally all over the place and weepy. And my husband went back to work today, and I bawled my eyes out as he left. And that wasn't fair to him, because he felt horrible for leaving me. And he's been so good, and he took off a week to stay with me. That dog drives me crazy. Okay, hold on. Reese, come here. Hold on. Okay, I think she's done barking. We got her to be a watchdog, and she's definitely that. She watches out for trash blowing by and leaves blowing by and squirrels running by. She barks at everything, but she's like the sweetest dog ever. So anyhow, so I felt bad after he left for work, and I had cried my eyes out. And then my 6-year-old or 7-year-old now came up and gave me a big hug and told me it would be okay. So Anyhow, another issue I've had is, there she goes again, hold on. Okay, maybe she's done. I think there's a work person at the house across the street. So one of the other issues I've been having is my stomach has been a mess, to the point that I stopped pain medication I think 3 days ago now, because I just wasn't feeling right. It was making me, as I explained, really foggy. And I needed to be off of it completely before I could start back working from home. And you have post-op constipation. It's gross to talk about it, but it happens to most people. It's not fun. And since I was finally able to go a few days ago, I've not stopped going yet. Like yesterday, I had diarrhea about 20 times. So now there's an alarm going off outside. I guess I should go check that. I'm never going to finish this video. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what that was. Hey, oh, Skittles. There's Skittles. I was going to see if I could show you my Barker, because she's really a sweet dog. Reese, come here. She's probably going to ignore me because I think there's something going on across the street. So anyhow, so my doctor had me stop my antibiotics yesterday, and I am still getting sick from it. So I assume it's from that. I don't know for sure. To the point that I'm having some rectal bleeding. My husband had to go get me diaper rash cream yesterday, and I have to walk around with a towel tucked into my binder so that I don't get diaper cream everywhere I go. So I'm kind of a hot mess right now. Just some things you might have to deal with after you go through this surgery. It's not the end of the world, but it's definitely not pleasant. So here's what I'm having to wear. I have a sports bra. I've got ace bandages on my arms. I ordered compression sleeves yesterday. I had a really hard time finding them, the ones that my surgeon wanted me to use. So I finally found a place over in Bedford that has them. And they got mailed out this morning, so they said I should have them by Friday, hopefully. It's my understanding that those breathe a lot better than these ace bandages. These ace bandages don't really breathe at all, and my arms are hot a lot, and you want to keep your incisions dry, so that's kind of counterproductive. So I've got my sports bra, and then I've got one of my exercise shirts that kind of matches my bra, going underneath my compression garments because I've been sweating underneath them so bad and getting itchy, and my skin's just getting a little funny. A couple people had suggested putting clothing underneath it, so I tried this. I sweat really bad last night, so I'm going to try putting cotton under it tonight to see if that helps alleviate that problem. Then I've got my binder, and then here's one of my drains. I still have one drain left. And then underneath the binder is this, I call it a compression garment. It buttons up on the side and zips, and it goes all the way up to my rib cage, basically, to hold everything in and keep me from swelling. So these are the garments that are giving me issues when I sleep. Underneath these garments, I'm sweating horribly to the point that I sweat through them last night, and my sheets were soaking wet this morning when I got up. But I'm freezing everywhere else, like ice cold. My skin's cold to the touch, and I'm shivering. So I don't know if that's kind of part of getting anesthesia or pain meds out of my system, or if it's just to be expected with these compression garments. But that's why I'm not sleeping, I think. And I think coming off those pain meds, insomnia is a side effect of coming off of them. The one that I was on, I forget what it was called. I read online, and it said one of the side effects of quitting it cold turkey instead of weaning yourself off of it is insomnia. So that's been fun. So other than all that fun stuff, I'm doing great. I knew this wasn't going to be an easy or really fun process. I don't think plastic surgery of any kind is glamorous until you've fully healed. And I think it'll be 4 to 6 months before I feel totally back to myself, hopefully sooner than that emotionally. But anyhow, hopefully this information will help you kind of plan ahead for what you might go through to prepare yourself and help you make the decision. I'm still glad I did it. I still look way better than I think I've ever looked in my life, other than the huge incisions. And then my incisions are healing really well from what I can tell. And they put a skin glue on top of the incisions, and as I'm moving around and stuff, that glue is cracking, and which makes the scabs kind of come apart a little bit, and I get like a burning sensation on my arms. But every time I'm paranoid about it. Every time I look at the incisions, they are still closed. They look really good. and I've been assured that this is how it should go. So I just wasn't expecting the burning sensation, especially on my nipples and on the back of my arms. That's where I'm feeling it the most. So all in all, I guess everything's going like it should be. Just a bunch of stuff I didn't expect. I was not mentally prepared for a lot of this. And hopefully this is helping you guys be better prepared than I was. All right, thanks.